Hey Taurus, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are doing the monthly readings as well. Okay, so checking in and seeing how the month of June is going to be for you. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate all your support and it does help you stay up to date with all the readings. Okay, this week we are using the Cosmic Messages Oracle as well as the Rising Moon Lenormand to check in on the general stuff. And then when we move over to love and romance, we have the Forest Spirits Oracle cards and the Romantic Lenormand. Okay, so getting into it for you, Taurus. Taurus, what's going on for Taurus in June? What does Taurus need to be aware of in June, please? Taurus. Never forget how resilient you are. You always bounce back. Okay, so taking a moment this month to really stop and look at the pattern of how well you have bounced back. Okay, how resilient you have shown yourself to be, that you have this inner strength guiding you through everything in your life, and it's that reassurance I feel for a lot of you Taurus of knowing that no matter what happens to you in your life and happens around you, good and bad, that you have this ability to no matter what, I can always sort of bounce on back and still show up. All right, so I'm feeling a very strong energy from you this month, a lot of strength, and I feel like for a lot of you, it's you actually noticing that about yourself. Pardon, stopping and giving yourself some credit for how well you have actually been able to bounce back within your own life, that you've been through things for a lot of you within the collective, that you've been through things that a lot of other people would not have been able to come back stronger from, and you've come back, and shown yourself that, stronger, better, faster, better than before, even no matter how much life tries to pull you down, that you've bounced on back there. So stop and take a second to appreciate that about yourself, that you do have this wonderful resilience. It's that that Taurus stubbornness that that's it. I'm not going to let life get the better of me, and using that to your favor and to be one of your best qualities, Taurus. It's not stubbornness, it's resilience. Yeah. Okay, but having a look at the month of June for Taurus. Start, middle, and end of June for Taurus. What does Taurus need to know? What's going on for Taurus in June 2025? It's going to be a good month. Okay, I do feel a very positive energy shift here for you. I have been picking up on this recently for you, Taurus, anyway, that you really are bouncing back to, all the good stuff that a lot of you have been through a bit of rough energy. I've probably mentioned this a few times lately in the Taurus readings. I feel as though I have. But you are definitely on track, back on track, bouncing back into the swing of things, moving into more positive energy for yourself, which is great to hear. But we start off the month here with the Clover and the Book. Okay, Taurus. So basically, very straightforward. That's kind of coming through as, taking a chance, jumping in the deep end to the next chapter of your life, jumping into the unknown kind of thing, that you're going to jump in the deep end before you even measure the pool. Which is, it's seeming to be a positive thing for you, that you're taking a chance, you're willing to invest in life itself, I suppose, more than anything, that You know, I don't know what the next chapter holds for me in my life, but do you know what? I'm willing to take it on. I'm going to jump in and dive in head first and see where it takes me, which is a very positive energy here. For some of you, you are actually taking an opportunity, taking a chance to, you know, further educate yourself in some kind of a way. So you may be learning new skills at the start of June. I don't feel as though this is actual education for majority of you, although, you know, for one or two of you, there may be, you know, some further education that you're undertaking here. But for majority of you, this is like, you know, giving it a crack kind of energy where you're giving it a go and finding that you've got a skill that you didn't know that you had. I feel for a lot of you, learning more about yourself in the process of jumping in and trying things. You know, a lot of good fortune surrounds you at the moment when it comes to that. For some of you, it's definitely career related. For some of you there as well, you're learning a little bit more about, you know, how to take chances and invest differently into, you know, it feels like more paperworky type stuff for someone there that you're taking a chance to just have a go, just have a crack at it and see how you go. And I feel as though a lot of you are realizing that you've got a skill that you didn't know that you had. We do see here the middle of the month, we have the stork and the letter. Okay, so once again, a pretty straightforward energies here for you, Taurus. For some of you, that is specifically talking about communication with an Aries. The stork is the Aries card. So for some of you, there is, you know, I feel as though that if you know of an Aries that you haven't been in contact with, all of a sudden, the middle of June, we're hearing from that Aries. Okay, for others of you, majority of you, it is just talking about, you know, stirring up communication. It's getting, you know, the communication energies sort of flowing in your self there, coming up with new ideas, new perspectives on how to communicate things in order to continue shifting your energy in a forward momentum. Definitely seeing everything moving in a forward momentum for you this month. We do have, you know, that new chapter with the book there. We have the stork does talk about new energy being created there, new ideas, new perspectives, you know, being stirred up for you there. We do see a heavy focus on communication in the middle of the month. So make sure you are being very open and honest with your communication, very upfront with communication in the middle of the month. It will help. It may stir some stuff up. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes that stork is kind of like stirring the pot a little bit. So it may stir some things up in that kind of a way, but it's all for forward momentum here. Following that through at the end of the month, we have the stars and the ship. So there's that forward momentum yet again with that ship. And this time it's actually everything in the direction of your wishes and your dreams. Okay, all your goals being met, all your dreams being met. For some of you, this is dream travel. Okay, that you wish to travel somewhere specifically, or the wish to travel, the wish to, you know, distance yourself from, you know, it does feel like more like physical travel for quite a lot of you here. And so it's like some long-term goals to do with travel or, you know, maybe even relocation for some of you. But it's all about brand new journeys being undertaken, covering the distance between yourself, where you are right now, as to where you're going. You know, we're covering that distance. We're putting in the movement to really get to our wishes, our dreams, our goals coming true. We've got a lot of hope and optimism that, you know, these distance will be covered. So, you know, for some of you, you definitely are getting a wish granted with travel, though. I do feel specifically for a couple of you here, we are seeing some traveling desires being met. All right, so we may be sort of leaving on a trip at the end of June, or organizing a trip, or, you know, I even feel that with that energy there, I actually feel like there's maybe one of you who this is actually like travel that you never thought was going to be possible for you, and all of a sudden it's like you're being gifted something. I feel for some of you it's like you win you win a trip kind of energy is what I'm actually picking up on that. So you know, I hope that is the case for some of you there, Taurus, because it does seem to be very, very centered around your dreams and your true desires and where you wish to travel in the future. So for those of you where it's not actual physical travel, it's more that that journey where you wish to travel within yourself in the future. So maybe there's a bit of distance between where you are right now in your current career and that goal, that end goal of where you want to go in your career, and you're seeing at the end of the month movement towards those end goals, those you're traveling towards that goal quite obviously. I feel for quite a lot of you there, it does seem to be very obvious to you that you are moving forward in whatever that is that you're wishing for there. All right, but we'll have a look at love and romance. Taurus. So see what I meant about, that you are really moving in the right direction here, and things are starting to really, really move into a way more positive energy for you, Taurus. I love it for you. Taurus. Love and romance for Taurus in June. Well, fast moves. We have the squirrel spirit coming through with the fast moves. This is also about, putting things away for the winter, storing things up now to, work out where we're going in the future. So, like I said, with the ship and the stars here, it's about, the forward planning of where those wishes where I want to go, where the dream location is that I'm wishing to travel to here, and you're gathering your resources here in love as well. Gather your resources to navigate different conditions and find creative solutions. So you're really sort of gathering your energy here, gathering, your knowledge and skills when it comes to, how to get to the places that you want to be when it comes to love and romance. Okay, so it's kind of like if you are single, for example, here, Taurus, and your goal is I want to get married and whatever. You're sort of starting to gather yourself and gather ideas and perspectives on exactly how we're going to get to that goal. You're planning it out, kind of thing. But we'll have a look here in a little bit more detail for you. Start, middle, and end of June for Taurus with love and romance. Love and romance for Taurus in June, please. This is actually quite interesting. Just clarify the end of June. Why am I seeing that energy at the end of June, please? Why are we seeing that energy at the end of June for Taurus, please? Just clarify. Stars on the bottom of the deck, Taurus. So definitely, and then followed by the book, and then the ring. Oh my gosh, it's an amazing spread here. Once again, we've got the stars, so we've got wishes in the next chapter of commitment and happiness as well, with the sun there as well. So definitely seeing some positive moves in love and romance as well, Taurus. Okay, so you're heading towards the sun. It's just, gathering yourself and gathering those resources, enabling yourself to navigate whatever comes next kind of energy. Which is very interesting because of what I'm seeing here at the start of June. We do have the key and the mountain. Okay, so for some of you, this is quite straightforward, and we're seeing an opportunity with a Capricorn coming through for some of you there. I do feel as though that's the single Taurus, that there may be an opportunity with a Capricorn in the love and romance sector for you at the start of June here. The key does lead to success as well. But for majority of you, what I'm seeing here is that we have the key talking about opportunities. Yeah. That lead to success, new doors opening up for you. But what we see with the mountain is a little bit of hard work that's needed in order to overcome blockages and obstacles. But what we're actually seeing is you're approaching obstacles in your romantic life from a different perspective. You're not seeing them as blockages or obstacles that you need to overcome. You're seeing them as opportunities, which is a really good way to see these. See this Capricorn card here. it's not that you need to be, put in heaps of hard work and be perseverant and determined to overcome this horrible obstacle. No, ultimately the Capricorn energy, it's about the perseverance and the determination to get to the top of the mountain where the achievement and the success is. So you're focusing on the end goals here. We're not focusing on how much of a hard slog it is to get up that mountain. No, you're very well aware here, Taurus, that everything in life comes with some sort of struggle. Sometimes things aren't easy. Sometimes you do need to put in a little bit of extra work, but you're actually seeing that as opportunities to prove yourself and prove to yourself that you're worthy of the achievement at the end of the climb, which is a really good way to be looking at it, Taurus. And I really like that for you. I really need to remind people of that Capricorn energy quite a lot too, that, it's not a negative. It's not actually a negative. It's life that, things that come to us easily and maybe aren't worth it. If you have to put in a bit of hard work and slog it out, it's probably worth it. It's probably worth it, that the view from the top is, much more inspiring than if you didn't put in that much effort. Sometimes the best things in life are worth a little bit of effort, and you're really seeing things that way, and so there is a lot of opportunities for love and romance around you, but yeah, they may need a little bit of extra effort, and that's fine, and that is totally fine. You have it in your back pocket in spades to give a little bit of extra effort. You've already shown us that, look how resilient I am. Look how easily I can bounce back. I am resilient. I can climb any mountain that's put in my path. Why would I doubt myself? I know I've got that strength. And once again, we're seeing that backed up here again with the bear and the heart. Your love is your strength. Love is your strength. We have the bear coming through, which is, standing tall and strong and confident. No, you have the power. You know that you are this bear. You know that you can protect your heart. You know that you can protect the things that you love, the people that you love. You're going to stand tall and firm and strong, and you're going to get what you desire. The bear gets what it wants. The bear is strong and powerful. It's the leader. It's the mama bear that protects and nurtures. It's one of the strongest cards in the whole deck as a power card here. And you have the power of this bear backed up by your love. Your love is like this ferocious bear that if anyone tries to attack the things that you love, you're willing to stand up and defend. But you know what? The bear is also very nurturing and loving and sweet as well. We all associate honey with bears, yes? So, because of, Winnie the Pooh or whatever, but still common thing. People think that bears, eat honey. Just, I don't know if it's even true or not. We don't have bears here in Australia, but there's a lot of sweetness that comes with bears as well. They're wild and they're free. They're a beautiful creature, and that's the power of your heart, Taurus. Is you've got this inner strength that really is, something that people love about you, and something that you yourself are realizing that you love about you, because it's resilient. It stands tall and confident in itself. It's not afraid to defend what it loves. It's not afraid to have boundaries when it needs to have boundaries. At the end of the month, Taurus, we do have the masculine with the mice here. Okay, so I actually feel that this masculine energy is somebody else in your romantic life. It definitely could be, we are seeing strong elements here. Like, I'm actually reading your energy as the bear and the mountain energy here quite strongly, but you're backed up by love and opportunity as well. We do see a lot of stress at the end of the month when it comes to love, like overthinking things a little bit, stressed out. You've got the past and the past losses playing on your mind, but more so than you, I feel that this is someone around you when it comes to love and romance at the end of the month here, especially with the clarification we've got here. I actually feel like this masculine is somebody else, Taurus, and they are from your past. Or no, no, sorry. Sometimes as soon as I say something, it just doesn't taste right, and it's not tasting correct. I know that that sounds bizarre, but I've said this in other videos that the truth tastes different to me, and so sometimes when I'm channeling messages and I say something, my interpretation of something, um, the, I can taste the difference of whether that's the correct thing or not, and it's tasting wrong to say that you are stressed, or that this person is from your past, because I don't think that they are. I feel as though this person is stressed, and they are stressed about, it's not necessarily anything to do with their past. It's more fear of loss, I feel. Maybe they've lost something or someone around them. Um, they've lost maybe a little bit of faith in themselves, because they're just stressed out, I think. Um, you know, and you seem to be supporting this person at the end of June, um, helping them with their stress, basically, um, helping them realize that you've got the strength for both of them, for both of you, when necessary. That even though they're the masculine, they're just in a little bit of turmoil at the moment, because the mice evokes a lot of emotion, but the masculine is a very non-emotional energy. So the masculine element really does struggle with emotional elements. So it's a bit stressful, a bit of anxiety. This person very sort of fearful that they may lose something. It doesn't feel like they're worried about losing you, Taurus. It feels like a loss of something around them, or like a job, or a family member. Maybe it is an actual loss for some of them as well. But it feels like you're just supporting this person. We do have the flowers here as well. So I feel like this is once again referencing back to that mountain, and where you're seeing, that hard work, that extra bit of perseverance and determination that you're having to put in. I think that this is explaining that, and letting us know that that's why this is actually an opportunity for you, because it's an opportunity for you to help the masculine, and it's an opportunity for you to get closer to the masculine, because you are supporting them. You're giving to them. You're giving your time, your love, your energy to this person, so that in the future you can receive that back from them. Like it's like the threefold kind of thing, that you may even feel that this masculine energy, they've given you a lot in the past, and now it's time for you to give back to them. And it just feels like support. More than anything, you're just giving them time. You're listening, and just giving them that support, that to help them, stop stressing so much, more than anything. All right. And that, once again, it's helping you navigate difficult situations, and finding creative solutions on how to help people, and you're just gathering your resources. And at the moment, that's part of your resources, is to help somebody else, and use your strength to actually help out. Really does seem to be pronounced for you when it comes to love and romance this month, Taurus. So that's what we have for you. You are more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all again soon.